So the latest question that's come into my inbox is, how do you stop the hip slide? So for those that aren't aware of what the hip slide is, it's when someone will get up to the top of the backswing and the hips would then excessively slide towards the target, causing the club to fall too early, miss strikes, big push fades, or if the golfer tries to recover, then they can hit a big hook and miss the target to the left. So how do we stop the hip slide? So first of all, we need to try and understand why a player might have too much hip slide, and for that we've got to trace it back earlier into the golf swing. So generally in the backswing we'll find a fault that the hip slide is trying to resolve. So one of the patterns that I see quite often is when golfers get club working inside too early with a flat shoulder turn, and then from there the player will lift and become disconnected. So if that is a pattern that the golfer has, they'll then try and fix that and get the club to fall on plane with the hip slide. So if your hip slide is coming from the backswing, you need to do that work first and understand what the correct backswing should look like. So if that is a pattern that the player has where they work inside and become disconnected, then the drill we discussed the other day with the water bottle between the arms is a fantastic way of rectifying that. And then you can start working on resolving the hip slide, but only once you've done the backswing work. So assuming that the backswing looks reasonably okay, they've done that work, we can then look at fixing the hip slide. So the two drills that I tend to use for this is one that you might have seen in the Mike Turner project videos, which are now on the Carrot Screens YouTube page, is left foot, right toe. So this is a fantastic drill for all your chip in, all your pitch in, and you can hit full swings with it. It centres you over the golf ball, and it means that you have to learn to rotate. If the player tries to hip slide, then you will lose your balance. So a fantastic drill, that would be the first one. The second drill would be to do lots of right-handed work. So lots of swings with a standard backswing, or you could do the gravity golf no reference drill that we discussed the other day, where we work up, okay? And go and find the top of the backswing that way. But either way, we're looking to use the right hand. So by taking the left hand off, what it makes it harder to do is maintain our connection with the golf club. So what we have to do is effectively our body has to lead a right-handed shot in, okay? So the hip has to rotate and move up and out the way, and that will create the connection across the body. If it just slides, that club will just fall out the ground and we've got no way of making contact. So the right-hander is a fantastic drill to get people's bodies rotating correctly and to create that connection into the shot.